What's up guys, here's a new video on the top 8 things that I've spotted recently using PurpleFire's own landing page tool here, and I've found 8 really cool conversion boosters which you can implement in your store immediately. These are things that is not traditional, it's not something you see every single day, and I'm 100% sure that if you set up a test and implement these things, you're going to see massive lifts. So let's dive in, and first let me share my screen so you can see what's going on. I'm using PurpleFire's DTC landing pages tool, so really easy. It's free to use. You can go in here, you can type in any category you want, and also you can look for a specific brands, different types of landing pages. And I just went through the latest scrape and I saw some really cool examples of things that I know is boosting conversion rate, also because we tested this on several clients as well. Let's dive into PetLabCo. We work with a lot of pet brands, so this one rings really true to us. So when you go on the website, obviously a lot of their traffic is mobile, but one of the things they're doing really well, which we don't see so often, is they added in this little box up here, which is very untraditional, because usually you will see all these different categories underneath the fold. Now what they've done is that they've probably been split testing this quite a bit, and what they realized is that if we can send this information forward, if we can make sure people are actually browsing this information, then we are going to get a higher conversion rate. So you got that vet reviewed section here, which is a leading that has stated something about the product they're selling, so that's an expert review. Getting that above the fold is critical. They have a second one here where they have another review and another expert that gives their opinion. So this is really critical. If you can find any expert in your industry that can talk about your product and give a statement, then you can really boost your conversion rate. And I would definitely implore you to test out adding in this box here that talks about, you know, the most important things related to your brand. They found out that the feeding guide is important, the key benefits are important, reviews are important, but also this vet review. So this is really key. The second thing I want to highlight on PetLab is that they're using their gallery to sell the product, their main benefits, and you can be sure they've been testing out what to put in the gallery, what is actually moving the needle. So I implore you to, if it makes sense for your brand, to add in key benefits, expert reviews, talk about why it's a great product in your gallery. So use that gallery to sell the product, and that's really going to make a big difference. The final thing about PetLab is they know that pet owners are worried about things being produced in China and offshore, so they're highlighting with a big banner here, it's manufactured in the US, and then they use the flag in the background. So this is something that can move the needle in some industries as well. So that was the first site I wanted to show you. Let's go to the second one, which is Mut Water. This is a massive brand and they're growing tremendously fast, and they're using a lot of affiliates to accomplish that. They're sending a lot of traffic to different pages, and I'm going to show you an example of one that I really like, showing you on mobile this time, just because a lot of traffic is mobile these days. What they've done is they added a really nice payment area here. Instead of the traditional add to cart, they have the get started button, and they must have been testing that actually moves the needle for them, that gets higher conversion rate than just add to cart. People are willing to say, I'm willing to get started, more than they are adding to cart. This is something I would definitely try out, and it's heavily benefits driven, like boom 3 big benefits, and a little bit of urgency with this little box here, and then a little bit more of a risk reversal here. Now the thing that I also wanted to highlight that I love, and I think brands are just not using enough, is customer stories. So we know stories from Instagram. It's now possible to add these on your website, and you can use different plugins for this. There's Told Story, one of the plugins that we always talk about, and I would add these here close to the add to cart button, and when you click these, they expand and you can see someone using the product and giving their honest review. And this is really key. People want good reviews. They want to know that real people are using it. So that's the second thing I would definitely want to do. Number 3 is a little bit unconditional, but I can tell you every single brand we work with, they're struggling here. So basically what they're not doing is they're not adding sticky filters on mobile. So let me show you an example of this. As I scroll down, I can see that I've highlighted that I only want to see men's watches. So I can just click it off like that, and I can see all watches instantly again, right? This is really good. Except for the fact that it's taken a long time for it to load. That is exactly what you want to do. You want to make sure you have sticky filters on the actual page. Now, the other thing they have up here is they have all their filters. They have gender, they have everything else exposed like this. And most brands are hiding this away, so it's very, very difficult to see. Now, if you're dealing with a lot of SKUs in your store, you have a lot of products, maybe you're a fashion brand or something like that, it can be a really, really good idea to expose your filters like this, because it's easy for me to go in and filter based on anything I want. And this is definitely going to help your store a lot. So let's say I want to do a color. I'm going to only want to look at blue watches. Now probably it's going to really, really sort the list, and it's going to make it a lot smaller. The only thing that sucks about this page apparently is super slow, and that's definitely a conversion killer. But again, I'm also not on real mobile, so I'm not sure if it's influencing the results. But anyway, there's only 31 results now. Imagine it was done really fast. And now I'm scrolling down, I'm looking at all the blue watches I want. But then if I want to click it off, I can just click right here. This is huge, guys. Definitely try to get sticky filters and sorting done, because it really, 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 really improves your conversion rate. We see this all the time. The next example I want to show you is a really cool combination of a product page and a landing page, which is very good if you're trying to send social media traffic, ads to a page, because typically what will happen is you will see this right here when you land on a particular product page. So you saw an ad, you're clicking in, this is what you see, and it's like add to cart. You're not ready to add to cart yet. You want to be sold on the product first. So by implementing a custom page that talks about your routine, why you should buy the product, the key benefits, the money back guarantee, social proof, a little bit of a hero image, that can help reduce that bounce rate and build enough motivation for people to consider buying the product. So having this section here is absolutely key. Then they have their buy section here because they also want to make sure people can buy the product, which is decent, sort of like a standard way of doing that. But then, they're going a step further. You can do a bundle, which is really cool. You can bundle it up. And then, they're doing a comparison, a little bit of a review and so on. So it's really good. It's a nice landing page, and it sort of combines a product page with a landing page, more content to get people a little bit more hooked on the product. So this is something you should try out. If you are struggling with your product pages, you can definitely see a much improved conversion rate by adding in this fusion of both of them together. Next one I want to show you is Miracle Made. That's a huge brand. They're doing cleaning, self-cleaning sheets. They're doing lots of different things for beds and pillow covers and so forth. But they've stolen an idea from Amazon, which can really help improve your conversion rate, because people love free stuff. That's 100%. You can pick your size, your quantity, and so on. But then the big thing is there's a bonus here, and it says get 3 towels if you buy this specific product. So you click here and you get that bonus. It's unlocked. That's funny because it's free, so it could have been automatically, but people like to claim discounts. This is something that gets people really, really excited about a product. So if you can add in a bonus and get people to click on this to get that freebie, you're going to increase your conversion rate, because people felt like they got a bonus. One thing I think could have been really cool is with this bonus, have only a certain amount of free extras you give away daily, and you could add in how many have been given out today and how many are left, so you don't give it to everyone. That would be really cool, sort of a scarcity thing. By adding in this bonus here is going to be really, really nice if you want to get a higher conversion rate. The other one is just a really, really nice sticky add to cart down here. So one thing I almost never see is the option to subscribe. So if you have a subscription brand, giving the subscribe button down here, possibility of doing that is really cool. So this is something Fields are doing, so they're definitely going to get more subscriptions by adding that. On mobile, it opens like that, and then you can actually subscribe. So that's a really cool way of doing it. This is a little bit aggressive, but that way of clicking the button once and then it loads the options is really, really cool. So that is another thing you should definitely take advantage of. Then there is a store here called Boom, which is a store in Denmark, but they're really, really growing fast. And I actually helped them implement the solution by giving them the idea. So basically it's inspired by Huel, massive British brand. Basically what we're done is you can see their different thresholds here. In order to get free shipping, you have to spend 400 kroner, which is like $80, and then if you spend $100, then you get a free t-shirt, and if you spend like $150, you get a gift card. And highlighting it down here is really, really useful, because otherwise it's usually just inside of the cart. But the thing is, when people are shopping, they don't see the different thresholds, they forget about it. But if I'm here adding to cart, and obviously I see the cart opening and I can see that I have achieved free shipping, that's good. But having a reminder down here is so much better, because I can see, oh, if I spend a little bit more money, I am close to free shipping. One thing they should improve here though, as I see it, is that it should say how far away they are from the different thresholds. So it should say you're missing X amount to get free shipping. Once that has been achieved, it shows you how much you're missing to get a free t-shirt. So there's some improvements that can be made. This is really, really good. And Huel has done the same thing, so you can check out if you want an international example of this as well. The different thresholds up here, I talk about it in so many different videos, and it's absolutely critical to add this if you want to increase your AOV. The last thing I want to show you is a big one. A lot of people know this brand, and I want to show you how they capture more emails than any other brand actually. And for this, I need to reload the page in incognito to trigger the pop-up. So I'm browsing the website and I get this pop-up. It's a massive full page pop-up and it says you got a 20% off. So most people are happy about that. But the very, very important thing is that they immediately ask what you're looking for. Do you want something for your skin, for slimming down, for boosting immunity? And this is key because everything in the email sequence that follows is going to be tailored based on what you're saying here. This is key. If you don't have this information, your email sequence can only be generic, which is important. So you could imagine if it was a fashion brand, they could ask like, what are you looking for? Like leggings, t-shirts, whatever. It could be different things here. If you were a pet brand and you sell different things for pets, you could also be doing different things in here in terms of what you're looking for when it comes to pets. So you can tailor this to get a little bit more information. Let's say I'm looking for boosting immunity. It asks for an email and then you get your 20% off. A lot of people will say yes to that. They're capturing more emails than you can imagine. But not only that, the email flows that it comes to your email afterwards is tailored to now that I want to boost immunity. They will talk about how their product can help you boost immunity, maybe some case studies related to that. So you can be sure there's at least 4 different flows related to this. So I just wanted to show you that these are 8 really, really, really good examples of how you can boost your conversion rate. A little bit untraditional, but this is sort of the latest and greatest in e-commerce space. And yeah, I hope you implement these because they're definitely going to be big time conversion boosters.